Hey guys, it's Michael Pedone with SalesBuzz.com, and today I'm looking at a poll in LinkedIn and it's asking how much time does it usually take you to research a prospect before cold calling? And the three options were under 5 minutes, between 6 and 15 minutes, and 16 plus minutes. And the crazy thing is this. I noticed that almost 50% of the people, 47% of them, said that, or at 46%, I guess, technically, said that they take 6 or more minutes to research a prospect before cold calling. This is freaking insane. You're wasting so much time. You're costing yourself so much money. Chances are, if you're doing that much research, you either have bad training or you're suffering from call reluctance. That's really the only two options that are there. So let me show you a much smarter, better way. First things first is that you should know the I call them KPIs, key prospecting indicators, right, of who your target audience is. Let me give you a quick example. You should know what location. If it's the US, that's great. Industries that match the most, employee size, annual revenue, and the top 2 or 3 titles of the people who are almost always involved in the decision-making process. Notice I didn't say they're the decision maker. Sometimes they can be, but sometimes you also know that one company that has one particular person with the title can make the sole decision, and sometimes that same type of company down the road with that same person with the same title, they still might need 2 or 3 other sign-offs. So you never assume that they're the ultimate decision maker based on the title, but with that being said, you should know what the top 2 or 3 titles are who are almost always involved in the decision-making process. Does that make sense? Right? So again, know location, industry, employee size, annual revenue, and the top 2 or 3 titles. When you have those basics down, rather than you going ahead and doing the prospecting for this stuff, I would have a junior SDR, a couple things, a junior SDR, outsource it, or if you can't invest in a really, most of the data enrichment tools are really expensive. So if that's not an option, again, get an SDR, an intern. If you have to do it yourself, you need to do what I'm about to show you in non-calling hours. You have to come in early or stay late to get this done, to build the list up right the first time. And so what that looks like is this. Let me give you an example. I'm going to give you a sneak peek into this here. Let's just go to all visits to 2022. Okay, so this is raw leads that have come in, visited the site in 2022. Every day I have one of my reps that goes ahead. One of their responsibilities is to get at least 10 of these leads in here and analyze them. So you just click on a lead like this, right? And look, some of this information is already filled out. She's an executive vice president. She has manager levels of VP. She's a VP of sales, right? Number of employees, 1,000 to 5,000. You just double check that by here. Click this because I'm using Sales Navigator, pulls her profile in automatically. Yep, 1,000 to 5,000 employees, and the industries is real estate. Now, here's the thing. Technically, this is an MQL, but my target audience, I have them listed from scores of A, B, C, and so on. My target audience A is going to be where they have anywhere from 50 to 2, or actually anywhere from 10 to 200 employees. They seem to buy the quickest and the most often, and they're not in real estate, right? They're computer software, they're telecommunications, information technology, right? So I have like a whole list of 5 to 10 top industries. I know real estate's not one of them. So this is going to be on my B or C list, but it would still get marked as an MQL because of her title, and it's still business to business and all the other things match up. So sure, if I have one rep that's solely focused on more of the enterprise stuff, 1,000 to 5,000, somebody's going to quickly mark this. It's going to be in their bucket, and now they just know to start the outreach process on this. But even so, with me doing that, I mean, we're only 4 minutes into the video, and I spent the first 2 minutes explaining this, and then of what you shouldn't be doing, and then the next 2 minutes of showing you how to do this. It actually happens very fast. Let's go back to leads again, open 22. Hold on. Let me go here. Let's pick another one, right? Okay, so this one here, let's just take a look. There's Paul so-and-so. Let's see if Paul's in. There's no information here. All right, Paul's a managing partner. The URL still matches up with this. Okay, there's 2 to 10 employees. There's actually 2 employees. Look, I'm just archiving this right out of the gate. I'm not even messing with it. It took less than 10 seconds, right? I'm going to go on to the next one. Now, if you have to do this yourself, right? And again, I'm only did that because I know people have 2 sales reps or only 2 employees at their company. Sure, they buy from me occasionally, but they're not worth my time doing the cold calling. If they raise their hand, right? If they want to raise their hand and they come to me, that's a different story. Sure, I'll take the call, but I'm not going to do my outreach to them. I know you want to spend your time doing your cold call outreaching with the ones that are going to give you the highest probability of helping you hit your numbers, because those are the ones that are going to need your help the most to solve the problem that you specialize in solving. Does that make sense? All right, so you can go through these real quickly and start out, and let's just try to do another one here, okay? Watch this. All right, there's already some information here, but since it pulls in from Sales Navigator, just double check. Yep, that's the right company. Yep, the URL matches up. VP Sales and Field Engineering. Okay, might not be the ultimate decision maker, but definitely somebody I can start with, and gets marked as an MQL. It's already in my MQL list. Easy peasy. So this is what my MQL list looks like, right? Okay, or maybe it was already here. That's why it was, okay, gotcha. I didn't go to the other, here, let's just do this for us. Open, hang with me here for a second. Let's go back to the open leads that haven't been really touched yet. All right, we'll try one of these here. Okay, once again, Brett, so some of this information was already here from some of the forms that were filled out. That's fine. And just regional vice president. Again, computer software is one of my top. Sure, it's more of an enterprise level, but yeah, we mark this as an MQL. And now the enterprise level deal, person that specializes in that, those are the MQLs. Now, if I'm the sales rep and I have to do the outreach, if I have somebody doing this for me on a daily basis, that's taking these leads that are in the database and just updating this stuff and verifying it through Sales Navigator, and you see how quick it is. You don't need 15 minutes to go through this. All right, so now watch this. If I go back here, here are my MQLs that are already pre-qualified to match, and they have between 10 and 200 employees. And now I can just start calling. This is it. I just put them in your auto dial or whatever, and you start doing the outreach. It's that simple. You don't need to spend 16 minutes or 6 minutes or whatever researching somebody to see if they went to the same school as you, or see if you have some kind of common connections or any of this BS. You have to know who is it that makes the decisions regarding the problems you solve. That's it. And once you get those characteristics down, again, best place to start: location, employee size, annual revenue, industry, title. And then you get somebody to do that. I mean, this is a 10, 15, maybe $20 an hour role where you just have somebody that's, going through and analyzing this stuff. Sure, you could also, there's data enrichment tools that are out there that could populate this for you as well. Some of them are pretty expensive. So if you don't have that as an option, then you can have somebody else just do this for you on a daily basis. You teach them what to look for. They update it for you and they put it in your bucket list. And now you're just calling and calling and calling, and you're doing your outreach. You're going to save a lot of time. You're going to put a lot more ink on the board. You're going to get a lot more sales conversations going that way. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks.